This is my new log entry form using Google Forms. This has some pretty cool logic, so I thought I would share. This is connected to my spreadsheet on Google and uses a script to build filtered drop-downs here in this very Google form. So this first section is the log selection type. So if I click on used and then next, it takes me to section 2. Yeah, section 2, currently inked pen selection. And this is a filter drop-down that only shows pens I have currently inked. If I click on a pen and then I click on next, I met with a submission page on section 8. This is my final section. So I have a total of 8 different sections. And then here, this whole section is optional. So I can choose whether or not I want to fill it. And if I don't fill it out, it'll just auto-fill the date and time, and it'll just ignore my comment. Dipped is a type of used, hence why I put the little used here. And this is because used in my spreadsheet is shares a similar label, used, but is filtered by using a tag in the comments that says it's dipped. I could have probably changed it, but that's how I went with it. So if you clicked on dipped, you have a different drop down for pens, and this is all pens. Dip pens, all of them. So here I can select my dip pen, and then I can go next, and I can pick all my inks. So this is any ink, healthy, damaged, whatever. Any ink, even inks that I would never use in a fountain pen, I can use here. So this is all my inks. Then I go back to the submission page on section 8. Then if I clicked inked, I'm taken to section 4 where it says no dip pens. And as you can see, there's no dip pens here. Then if I click next, I can pick any of my healthy inks. So these are inks that I wouldn't mind putting in my fountain pen. So no dip pens, no moldy inks, nothing. And then I have an optional additional field, volume to deduct, and if I leave it blank, it deducts the max volume for the given pen. So here it's 4, but actually that's just an arbitrary number. It could be any number depending on the pen. So it could be 1.75, it depends on the pen. And then if I click next, again, submission page 8, all optional. Then if I do cleaned, this is my last one. This takes you to section 5. And again, it's the same drop down, which is a bit of an issue. So it uses a duplicate table for selecting pens that are not dipped, noting the 2. The reason I duplicated it was since I didn't want to select an ink first, and I didn't want to select the ink first, and I want to select the pen first. So in order for that to happen, I had to compromise and just duplicate the drop down. After selecting a pen, which is required, then you just go back to the submission page, because cleaning a pen is probably the easiest log to do. And then when you submit the form, in the actual submission, if you were to submit the form, it submits to my spreadsheet in an extra sheet specifically for Google Forms. And that is here. So it will submit right here directly from Google Forms. And Google Forms actually pre-built this table for me for the most part, although you can change how it looks, add some conditional formatting if you want, and all that. But the thing is, I already have a logbook, and so what I did is I have my script run, and every time this is submitted, it'll run a script, and it'll act like a ghost user, and it'll fill out my actual form here, which is in the blue section specifically for cleaning, inking, and usage. It'll fill this out as a ghost user, and then it'll submit to the logbook here. And so basically, this is a really cool way for me to, instead of using this, to use my additional log. And the reason this is so powerful is because this log on my spreadsheet log is not as user-friendly if you have poor internet connection. You need a stable internet connection because each step of using the form requires the script to do something. But here I completely bypass all of that with a very sleek Google form that then speaks to my spreadsheets directly. So anyway, I thought this was really cool and happy to manage this sleek new forms logic to my spreadsheet. Thank you for watching.